Peter the Great, Tsar of Russia from 1682 to 1725, stands as a colossal figure in history. He inherited a nation bound by medieval traditions and propelled it onto the world stage as a major European power. Peter tirelessly championed modernization, dragging a reluctant Russia into a new age. He reformed the military, revolutionized the government, and introduced Western ideas to a deeply traditional society. His reign was marked by constant warfare, ambitious construction projects, and radical changes that impacted every aspect of Russian life. Peter's vision of a powerful and modern Russia demanded immense sacrifices from his people. He was a man of contradictions, known for his fiery temper and his thirst for knowledge. He was equally comfortable in the halls of power and on the battlefields of Europe. His relentless pursuit of progress transformed Russia and left an enduring legacy that continues to shape the nation to this day. Born in Moscow in 1672, Peter was the son of Tsar Alexei Mikhailovich and his second wife, Natalia Narishkina. His early years were turbulent, marked by palace intrigues and power struggles. After his father's death, Peter became Tsar at the age of 10, jointly ruling with his sickly half-brother, Ivan V. However, real power rested in the hands of their elder sister, Sophia, who acted as regent. Peter and his mother were exiled from the Kremlin, residing in the village of Preobrazhenskoye. It was during this period that Peter developed a fascination with the West, particularly its military technology and shipbuilding. He spent his days surrounded by foreigners, learning their languages and customs. He also indulged in his passion for carpentry and shipbuilding, even forming his own miniature army, known as the Toy Troops. This early exposure to Western ideas had a profound impact on the young Tsar, shaping his vision for Russia's future. It ignited within him a desire to modernize his country, to break free from the shackles of tradition and embrace progress. This desire would become the driving force of his reign, leading to a series of radical reforms that would transform Russia forever. In 1697, Peter embarked on a groundbreaking journey to Western Europe. Disguised as a commoner, he traveled under the name Peter Mikhailov to observe firsthand the technological advancements and administrative systems of Europe's leading powers. He spent time in the Dutch Republic, England, and the Holy Roman Empire, immersing himself in their shipyards, factories, and military academies. He worked as a carpenter in a Dutch shipyard, eager to learn the art of shipbuilding from the masters. He visited hospitals, observatories, and printing presses, absorbing knowledge like a sponge. This journey, known as the Grand Embassy, was a turning point in Peter's life. It solidified his belief that Russia was lagging behind the West and fueled his determination to modernize his nation. He returned to Russia with a head full of ideas and a burning desire to transform his country into a modern, powerful empire. His experiences abroad would shape his policies and actions for the rest of his reign, leaving an indelible mark on the course of Russian history. Section 4. Military reformer and expansionist Tsar. Peter's reign was marked by constant warfare as he sought to secure Russia's borders and expand its territory. He recognized the urgent need to modernize the Russian military, which was outdated and ill-equipped compared to European armies. He implemented sweeping reforms, creating a standing army based on Western models. He introduced conscription, requiring peasants to serve in the army for life. He established new military academies to train officers in modern warfare techniques. He invested heavily in the production of modern weapons and warships, transforming Russia into a formidable military force. Peter's military reforms bore fruit in his wars against Sweden and the Ottoman Empire. He secured access to the Baltic Sea after a long and arduous war against Sweden, culminating in the founding of St. Petersburg in 1703. He also campaigned against the Ottoman Empire in the south, seeking to gain control of the Black Sea. While his campaigns against the Ottomans were less successful, they demonstrated Russia's growing military might and its determination to assert itself as a major player in European affairs. Section 5. Reformer of Culture and Society. Peter's reforms extended far beyond the military, encompassing all aspects of Russian life. He believed that Russia needed to embrace Western customs and practices to modernize and compete on the world stage. He implemented a series of reforms aimed at transforming Russian society from top to bottom. He introduced Western fashions and etiquette to the Russian court, requiring courtiers to shave their beards and adopt Western clothing. He established new schools and universities to promote education. He introduced the Julian calendar. He reformed the Russian alphabet, making it easier to learn and use. He encouraged the development of industry and commerce, inviting foreign experts to Russia to share their knowledge. His reforms, though often met with resistance, had a profound impact on Russian society, paving the way for the country's emergence as a major European power. Section 6. St. Petersburg, Peter's window to the west. One of Peter the Great's most enduring legacies is the city of St. Petersburg. Founded in 1703 on the banks of the Neva River, St. Petersburg was Peter's vision of a new, modern capital for Russia. Located on the Baltic coast, the city provided Russia with a vital seaport, giving it access to trade routes with Western Europe. Peter spared no expense in the construction of his new capital. He brought in architects and engineers from all over Europe to design and build magnificent palaces, cathedrals, and government buildings. He ordered the nobility to relocate to St. Petersburg, making it the center of Russian political and cultural life. St. Petersburg quickly became a symbol of Peter's ambition and his vision for a modern Russia. The city embodied his desire to open Russia to the West, to embrace new ideas and technologies. It became a melting pot of cultures, a place where Russian and European traditions blended, and a testament to the transformative power of Peter's reign. Section 7. The legacy of a mighty Tsar. Peter the Great died in 1725, leaving behind a transformed Russia. His relentless drive to modernize his country had a profound and lasting impact. He expanded Russia's borders, built a powerful military, and established a strong central government. He opened Russia to the West, bringing in new ideas and technologies that helped to propel the country into the modern era. However, his reforms came at a cost. His relentless pursuit of progress often meant imposing his will on the Russian people, and his reforms were sometimes met with resistance and rebellion. Nevertheless, there is no denying the significance of Peter the Great's reign. He was a visionary leader who helped to shape the destiny of Russia, setting it on a course to becoming a major European power. His legacy continues to be debated and discussed today, but his place in history as one of Russia's most consequential rulers remains secure.